Okay. My name is Kamara. I am a rising senior majoring in health and human services with a concentration in public health. I have been a part of the peer mentor program for 9 months now.
Hi, my name is Grace. I'm a rising junior, and I've been a part of the peer mentor program for about a few months now.
Yes, so today we're going to go ahead and head straight into our workout. We're working out for our physical health dimension of wellness. Without further ado, go ahead and set up my camera. I'm going to go ahead and lead the workout, and then if you want to lead the, like how we did it last time?
Yeah.
Or the warm-up.
I'm in the chat box to if you guys can't hear us, let us know. And if we need to slow down, let us know.
Okay.
All right. And then your messages only come to Kamara and I. The hardest thing about these workouts is trying to get the camera perfect. Is that good?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with neck rolls. So we're going to go to the right first.
This is my favorite shirt.
Now we're going to go over to the other side, the left.
Does your neck crack?
Yes. Now we're going to go ahead and do arm circles forward and backwards. So let's just do about 5 each. So 1, 2, 3, 5, and backwards. 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do put your arm across your chest and hold it with your other arm. Just going to count to 10.
Oh, we should already start. We don't have water. Get water.
Then we're going to go ahead and cross over on the other side. If you do not have water, this is the perfect time to get one, like Grace just said.
I'll leave it in the chat box.
Then we're going to go ahead and put our arm above our head, do a little tricep stretch. Once again, holding it for 10 seconds. Going to do the other side. You are supposed to hold these longer, but we're trying to get into the workout. Then we're going to go ahead and do some torso twists. So you just put your arms out like this and just twist back and forth. Your back might crack from this. Now we're going to go ahead and go down and touch your toes or touch as far as you can touch. You can only touch your knees or your shins, that's okay. Then we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do a quad stretch. So how you do a quad stretch is you actually grab your foot, bring it back like this, and you're going to feel the stretch along your quad. We're going to hold that again for 10 seconds. Switch over to the other side. Holding it again for 10 seconds. Then we're going to go ahead and just do some quick jumping jacks and straight jumps just to get our adrenaline running. So we're going to go ahead and do 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna go ahead and just do 10 straight jumps. So just go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. People also call them bunny hops or whatever you want to call them. And now we're gonna go ahead and get into our workout.
Dun, 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 dun. We need to get workout music for next time.
We do.
Would that be copyrighted now? I don't know. All
I
right.
think we could.
So we're going to start off with 15 jump squats. A jump squat is just like a regular squat. Only when you come back up, you jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When you squat, make sure like you're kind of like leaning back or sitting in a chair. All the pressure shouldn't be put on your knees. Okay. Then 20 arm circles forward. I like doing arm circles because it's a cool down.
Yeah. I'm laughing because I see the list of what we're about to do.
It says 20, okay. The 20 back. Ooh, it's toast nature. Okay. Then 20 lunges. We're going to do 10 for each leg. So you can kind of like, we'll alternate. So 1, then next leg, 2, next leg, 3, next leg, 4. And when you go into a lunge, like, go as deep as possible, but like, don't hurt yourself. And you should feel the burn, like, in your thighs. Oh, keep going. 5 more. Oh, we kind of got off schedule a little bit, but it's okay. So now we're going to do 20 knee lifts. So what I mean by that is just this. High knees. If you want to get fancy with it, you can jump. But for like a low intensity, you can do this. Try pulling in from like your core. Have like your core muscles working. I forgot. Let's do 10 more. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So then we're going to do 10 standing crunches to the left. So to do that, have your hands above and like kind of have a lean to it. And then like crunch in from your stomach and up and bring your knee up. So 1. And then you kind of have like a lean in with your other thigh. So you should be feeling in your stomach. Whew. What was that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's Monday.
Okay, one more on this side. One.
There's a song stuck in my head right now.
What song?
Nothing to Me by Snow Allegra.
We're doing the right side now. Oh.
Oh, I did the other side last.
Whatever floats your boat. Six, I think. 7, 8, 9, 10. So next we're gonna do 10 squats and kick left, and then 10 squats to kick right. So what I mean by this is like squat. Okay. And we'll go up to 20, but we'll alternate. So 1, 2, 3, and they have like a power. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can even kick forward if you want. Ooh. But I like this one because it kind of like balances you. 5, 6. That was a good hit. Last one. Okay. Next. Ten jumping jacks. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 10 wall push-ups. Because I remember last time someone said they like arms, but we're trying to, not use weights. And also not get on the floor. So we're going to do wall push-ups. Same thing as regular push-up, only it's against the wall.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I like those because I can't do a regular push-up, but I can do like the knee push-ups. We're almost done. What time is it? Cool. Making good timing. So then I'm gonna let you pick, Kamara. What you want to do next? Should we do the standing crunches again, or some squats? Or lunges?
The crunches again. Because the crunches, they kind of touch your leg because you're bending your leg too.
Good. All right. Oh, wait, what did you want to do? Oh, okay. This?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We could end on like a wall sit. You want to do like a quick wall sit?
Oh, okay. She's trying to get us some wall sits, y'all.
Just about 30 seconds.
Okay. I'm down. It is Workout Monday. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. Ready, set, go.
Okay. Second, what, 8? I'm not feeling the legs yet.
I'm counting it.
Starting to feel a little shaky.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and now we're gonna get into our cool down. We have survived the wall sit. So we're gonna go ahead and do
Cool down.
we're gonna do our cool down. Okay. So for arm crosses, we're just gonna swing our arms and kind of cross them like this. Let me put my camera down. We're gonna do 10 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're gonna go ahead and redo that quad stretch. So go ahead and pull your leg to your bottom, pull it up.
This is a wake-up call that I need to stretch more. My bones crunching over here.
It's okay.
I'm crunching.
Now we can go ahead and switch to the other side. I'm holding these a little bit longer just because we just worked out, so you don't want to be as sore tomorrow.
Yeah. And if you need to stretch more after we're done, do that. Clearly, I need to.
And then we're gonna go ahead and do knee to chest. So bring your knee up like this and wrap around your shin and just pull it up.
I don't know if I can do that. Okay.
You don't have to pull it up high, just as high as or what's comfortable to you. You just want to stretch it.
I like that.
I'll go ahead and switch to the other side.
Did you play a sport?
Yeah, I did gymnastics and diving growing up.
I did gymnastics for like a year, elementary.
I did it my whole life.
Really?
Yeah, I did it from 4 to till I was 16. Then I went over to diving until I was 18.
Oh. Okay, can we have a webinar where you teach us gymnastic moves?
Sure.
No, don't do that. I'm not trying to myself.
So now we're gonna go ahead and do shoulder rotation. So just moving your shoulders forward. So we're gonna do 10 forward, 10 back. We can go ahead and start with the forward one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really trying to relax your arms during this. It's a cool down. You're not getting prepared for the workout. You're just trying to cool down. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Just going backwards doing the same movement. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do, we're just gonna look over to the left and just try to focus on your breathing while looking over to the left. Just give a little leg stretch, but also focusing on that cool down, focusing on slowing your breath, breathing in deeper. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to the other side. Once again, focusing on slowing down your breath. And that completes our workout for physical wellness.
Yeah. What the? Girl, I feel energetic. Because I was a little sleepy. Made me energetic.
Well, Wednesday we have chakras at 1 p.m., 1 to 2, and we'll just be talking about the benefit of spiritual wellness through chakras. So if you're interested, please come.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I think this is our first spiritual wellness workshop.
I think it is too.
Yeah. And if you want to see gymnastic moves, in the comments below. No, I'm playing. Alrighty. Well, all set? Alrighty. See you guys.
See you.